You can't beat skinny giving, no matter how hard you try. He'll keep on messing up. Do or die. He has minions in the chat that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification, 'cause you can't beat skinny giving. Do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging, no matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat skinny giving. Thank you, super hostification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. In remembrance of CJ, drove the hearse Cadillac. A crowd of people gathered round, all dressed in black. And as they removed his body from the car, such pain she never knew has filled her heart. Why, oh why, I heard his mother cry. But oh Lord, it was the beginning of her and justice for CJ. In a mother's love, you will find everything's all right. To a mother's love, you are bound. You can rest on sacred ground. You are free to dream, because she sees what you can be. Let me take you back to my elementary school days. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. I didn't do nothing to these people. People. I didn't do anything to these people. But I'm being bullied anyway. We will stop the bullying. And it starts with me. My new hashtag, not me. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. You see, Cheryl will do what she said she will do. She will stand by her word. and see it through. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. It won't work. There just ain't one weapon, no. You see, I'm the weapon, and I do what I say I'm going to do. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Greetings and welcome to the Voice of Cheryl. I am Toothless Tiger, and this is the Tiger's Den. I was contemplating if I wanted to go on camera tonight, and I think I'd better wait. But just in case anybody want to see me, because they're wondering why I'm not coming on camera, I think I've told everybody how I feel. And I don't feel like camming up. But oh, thank you, Madria. Baby, that's your song. Let me hear your song one more time before I get started. This is truly a night to remember. At least it was a day for me. Very excited about it. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Now, I can't tell anybody what to do. I can just tell you what I do and how I do it. I want to greet everybody so far. Thank you for joining me. Complex Simplicity. Welcome, Kelly G. Crystal Williams. Madria. Laura. So Alicia. The Remixtress. Sugar Man. I'm just being me. And anyone who's in the bushes, the clouds, the trees, on the beach, in the sand, wherever you may be, thank you for joining me. This has been a long road for me since August 21st of 2022, when this gentleman took it upon himself to make me public enemy number one. And what I want to share with you is my victory. I thought I would get to see him in federal court. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen. And it's not going to happen because I won today. Victory is mine. I had a judgment entered against this young man in the amount of, I'm sorry, sugar man. You're probably going to get your money. I'm going to have to fight for mine. But $11 million. Now let's go over the story. This man made me his enemy August 21st. And then all of what I call his minions joined in on making video after video after video after video about me. Holding panels, getting in the Discord, lying with one another, saying things that I supposedly said. Some I may have said, some I might not have said. I don't know. I don't know what was being said. But I do know that I went from being a friend to a foe overnight. I realize now that it doesn't take much for that to happen on YouTube. I came here to uplift fallen humanity, and I spoke about the herd mentality and the animal husbandry training and how we turn on one another. I never thought I would be involved in nothing so serious, because everyone says, after all, this is just YouTube. Well, I'm sure that this man is listening to me or even streaming me. I don't know, whatever he's doing, he has that right today. But thank goodness for the victory, because now I can move forward with the prosecuting end and pursue the criminal charges that he and his YouTube cult gang members have just done to me for over a year. Everybody laughed when he called me a child predator. Said all I do is talk about people's children. And because I said I didn't see children bicycles in an unfinished garage, he called me a child predator. He went on different videos to tell stories about me, and he lied and made fun of my molestation story, which I told. It's in my videos. But he took my story and lied. And then I was reading his transcript because I was putting all this stuff together, getting it ready for the judge. I didn't have to do any of that. And I'm going to tell you guys why. See, I tried to tell these people when they all laughed and talked about me and talking about what I couldn't do, and they got criminal justice degrees like that means something. I said it then, I'll say it now. A criminal justice degree has nothing to do with a law degree. Nor does it have anything to do with studying law. I don't have either one. I just read. Reading is fundamental, and I am grateful that I comprehend more than most. So I don't rely on other people. Once I learn what I need to do, then that is what I do. I've been fighting on a public job my entire life. Hi, Allison. Thank you for joining. I've been fighting. I've had to fight some giants. My mama said, whatever they say about you, let it be a lie. And these people have lied on me and lied on me and lied on me, talked about my dead mother, laughed, said I was crazy, had a nervous breakdown, all of this stuff, all the while this man is lying to them for them to give, to make the haters mad. Let's hope they give so they can give my $11 million. Because most certainly I won. And Armando Black, since you love reading my paperwork, please read this judgment tomorrow. Or you can read it when I go off the air. It doesn't matter. You can read it now if you want to. It's docket number 58. My affidavit and my motion is docket number 57. But let me just tell y'all what a summons says. When you are in federal court, and I went through federal court under 1983, that's due process. That's a civil rights violation. And when anybody violate you, this is a tort issue. I don't practice law. I don't advise people on law. I read law, and then I apply it as it applied to me. I learned from a very adept individual that history and law must be studied together so that the concepts are correct. And then I also learned that lawyers and attorneys and the judicial system, period, we don't get pretty much jurisprudence. We get the color of law. And you'll hear that a lot nowadays when they're talking about different lawsuits. And I've given y'all definitions so that you can look them up in the law dictionary, because what we don't understand, they have their own language. It's called legalese. And in that language, you may be saying the same thing that I'm saying, but they have two totally different meanings. And all I want to do is wake the people up. And all this man wants to do, because I supported him, I supported Uncle Suge, I supported Kwame, I supported Lady DJ, I supported Hitchbox, I supported everybody who had a platform. I can't say the same for them, for me, but it's okay. I thought that's what it was about. I didn't know that it was about scammers and convicts and people just following blindly, who say they're parents, who say they have children, but yet they're on here degrading and belittling not only women, men as well. And then they leave the internet and go into your family life. Then they start doing this thing they call doxing. I knew nothing about it, but I saw my home and my car in a video on YouTube because someone was told that I tried to dox them, which was a lie. And now Mondo said I'm promising Astor cut. Well, all I know, Armando, you got all these great lawyers. Just be prepared and make sure that he can practice in the state of Texas. You all gonna quit playing with me. I asked you all not to put me in any of y'all stuff because I don't play. I don't play Nintendo. I don't play PS5. I don't play none of that. And I certainly don't play destroying families. You see, we have an enemy already that's doing that very well. And then they have us destroying each other, and it's okay. At some point in time, we're going to have to wake up and understand that this is unacceptable. We have babies growing up without their dads and their moms because most of them are incarcerated due to whatever ails them. It could be a drug addiction, an alcohol addiction. It could be just an abusive relationship. And they didn't know how to walk away or run away. And so they ended up hurting someone and they were taken away. We have a whole lot of issues and a whole lot of things we could talk about. And you guys claim y'all so good on the mic, but the only thing I see y'all doing on the mic is destroying each other. Y'all not making jokes and you're not funny. You got fake money flashing it like you Bill Gates. Then you got another one begging for money, and he's got people so wrapped up in their warped sense of thinking, they think that they're making the haters mad every time they give him money, and he talk to them like they're starnated fools. And they accept that, and that's okay. He could have been talking like that the whole time. There was a time when I supported him, and I had no idea some of the things that he talked about. I spent my whole time speaking to individuals. I speak to individuals, and now I'm look like being punished just for speaking. But I thought we were all about supporting each other and lifting each other up. I don't know what we're about. I know what I came here for, and that's what I do, my mission. And ain't nobody going to stop that. I know every video now has to be looked upon, and then I have to request a manual review, and then I don't know what I can and what I can't talk about, because no matter what you talk about, no matter how little profanity, no matter what you do, now all of a sudden free speech is not free. Well, I found that out when everybody started telling me that I couldn't say their name, but they could say mine, and they could talk about me, but I couldn't talk about them, and if I did, what they were going to do to me. And boy, did they do. Every day they were holding panels on 6 different people on the same panel on each one of them show. They did that. And I was prepared for whatever they did. As I told y'all, I have a legion of ancestors with me. Had no idea Asatar was going to come up out the clear blue and speak up against what was happening to me. Not necessarily because it was me, even though he is fond of me, but because he's a man that just stands for right, no matter who and what it is. And we've been close ever since. I'm truly grateful. I'm grateful that I have Maria that calls me and check on me and see how I'm feeling and what I'm doing and how I'm feeling. Not just physically, but emotionally. Who encourages me as I encourage her. I'm grateful. I thought I had that relationship with quite a few other women, but they were all a farce. None of them were real. They all were sent by the great Dawn. But once he called me a child predator, and I looked up the legal definition, and when I looked up the legal definition, the first one came up was from the Law Insider, and it gave the definition of a predator as being a person who has been convicted of harming a minor. Well, I knew that wasn't true about me, and that's when I made my decision what I was going to do with him. And then everybody telling me how broke I was and how stupid I was and how I thought I could go to federal court. And there is no way I could do that. And it was a joke. I became everybody's joke. Everybody's page is growing but mine. Everybody is being blessed with multitudes of donations but mine. The people that donate to me, they sincerely like me and what I do and what I stand for. And they donate when they have it. But we all have bills. We all have things to do. So people can't just give me all of their money. And remember, I didn't come here just for money. I'm not willing to do anything for money. My mama taught me never envy anybody. Never envy anybody for what they have. Because you might not be willing to pay the price that they're willing to pay. Trust me, that has gotten me through my entire life. Envying no one. Because I promise you, I'm not willing to do a whole lot of stuff I see people do on YouTube. My mother and my father is dead. Graveyard dead. My mom been dead 30 years, my daddy since 2008. Do the math. I can't calculate it if it's 15, 17, one of them teens. But since 2008, I can tell you that. August 17th, 2008. I think I just heard myself say 2018. No, it's 2008. The fact of the matter is, before they left this earth, they taught us and gave us a foundation. And I brought my foundation with me. It goes everywhere I go, as I keep trying to tell people this is a you factor. I hear people saying it's a you problem and all that, and that's beautiful. The greatest form of flattery is for someone to take you and try to emulate you, but there is none like me. I don't envy nobody. I don't care what size you are. I don't care how you think you look and how you think you can do this and that. None of that means nothing to me. If you don't bathe, you stink. If you eat, you're going to let the food out. It doesn't matter. We all human. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I don't have an issue with my image. As I stated, I started out a brick. Then I moved to a brick house. Then I went to a mansion, and now I'm a whole damn plantation. And I don't know not one man that don't want a plantation. Not one. I'm real all right with who I am. I ain't never been in no gang. I was born a leader. And I don't lead you nowhere. I would encourage you to follow your path and assist you along your way. You can't do me. And I don't want to do nobody else. I really don't. I talk about everybody I know. I've said that. Good, bad, or indifferent. But I don't judge people. There's no big eyes and little U's. It's how you view you, not me. Because when I look in the mirror, the person looking back at me is the most beautiful girl in the world. Believe that. And I've seen some beautiful girls in this world. Some fine ones. People with beautiful teeth. My teeth came in bad. Never had a beautiful set of teeth. Never. Until I bought them. And I had permanent teeth for over 30 years and they fell out. And I have dentures and I choose not to wear them. It doesn't matter what you have. It belongs to you. Whatever it is. Doesn't matter how many rooms you have in a house. You can only be in one at a time. Doesn't matter how many cars you have in your driveway. You can only drive one at a time. Doesn't matter. That's a human thing. But when this man called me a child predator, then I knew what I had to do for me. I told him I don't fight like y'all. I'm not going to get on here and call you all them names. I don't do that. I've been cussing for a very long time. Couldn't wait till I got grown. My daddy was a cusser, not my mama. But he taught us, you don't be calling nobody these names. The bitches and the whores. You don't do that. Those are fighting words. I'm not a fighter. Had 3 fights, lost all 3. And this man, who I used to support, says that they get tired of hearing that same old stuff you're talking. I'm going to squeeze you out. I'm going to have you talking about me so much, and then I'm going to talk about you, and then people are going to quit coming to you. And true that, it happens. But that's the way the herd rolls. But see, I didn't get on here for no herd. Because every now and then, somebody that's sitting at home in their living room, bedroom, or whichever room they're in, they get to see me. And they get to hear what I have to say. And if I can just help one person, then I can say, well done, good and faithful servant. Well done. I can say that. I don't need nobody else to say that for me. I can say that. But I am truly honored to say, anywhere I go, I'm going to touch somebody, and it's going to be more than one. I have a track record. I do. I didn't know the outcome of how this was going to turn out, but I knew that it was going to happen. And I knew I was going to see it through. I'll never forget, somebody said, check this out. This person's supposed to be in Jamaica. And they said they got a text. Skinny man, that your lawsuit been dismissed. Your lawsuit. It was mine and fake. Now it's his and dismissed. Silly rabbits. Tricks are for kids. In case y'all missed it, what happened was YouTube cannot be sued, nor can Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Google, any of their emails, Yahoo, for what someone else says. They can't. And then you got the #1 draft pick that everybody's so in love with, the has-been that never was, that had an opportunity to be and squandered it, calling me Miss Court. Yeah, well, sir, I am Miss Court. And if I need to, I'll see you there. You see, I'm not playing with none of you people, because I didn't come here for y'all to talk about me, my family, my son, call him gay. I didn't come here for none of that. It's unacceptable. And you can't demand respect, just like you can't demand love. Respect is given freely, but some of you people are constitutionally incapable of giving respect because you have none for yourselves. And yeah, I don't get a lot of people in the chat. No, I don't. And the ones that used to come, they're so afraid to type in the chat because they don't want to be next. But what you got to understand is I did nothing to these people, and I was next. And people like Tanae, who I thought was really a real nice, real person, she was one of the biggest snakes. I had no clue. Not at all. And she still goes over there. But yet she was scared when she was telling me her story. Oh, yeah, y'all just don't understand it. You think you do. This man said to his whole chat that, wouldn't y'all believe if you're a little girl getting woke up in the middle of the night by your older brother, and then he put his you-know-what between your thighs, wouldn't you think that little girl is the predator? This man said that, but they on here every day talking about Suge as a predator. How can this be? Then we get a real predator, and now don't nobody want to talk about the predator. We're not going to talk about the predator. Hey, TY, thank you very much. Anything you need from me, let me know. Through Asatar, or you can email me yourself. But yes. But anybody who want to see what I say, all you got to do is go to Pacer. That's why I put Pacer up there. So you can understand that these is where federal documents are kept. He kept telling these people this wasn't federal. This was magistrate. Well, it's a federal magistrate, dummy, who works under a constitutional Article 3 judge. But of course, you wouldn't know nothing about that. You talk about how great your daddy was, and your mama is a Delta. I wonder, do the Deltas, what they appreciated? I don't know what she is in the Delta, but I wonder what they appreciated at the headquarters, hearing you talk about me and my mama like you do. I just wonder, would she still have that honor of being a Delta? But as I stated before, let me get on with this story. When you're doing a federal case, it is not like a state case. Hi, Black Rain. Hi, Nikki Love. Hi, El Mario. And it could be Mario. I don't know. I don't want to mess it up. I want to say hello to everybody, but if I don't acknowledge you, it's not because I got the big head. I'm just on one, and so I may miss you. But I appreciate anybody coming for whatever reason you came. But when you do a federal case, you have to follow the federal rules of civil procedure. And I'm not an attorney, so I did it pro se. And I don't know enough to do it in propria persona as myself. So I use the color of law just like they do, and I read what I can and understand and follow the rules. And one of the biggest things you need to always know, and I don't give legal advice, I'm not an attorney, but I have learned, and I can share what I've learned. Never miss a deadline, because once you do that, it's over for you. Never miss a deadline. And they did all this big sick talk. Oh, her case was, no, Skinny, your case was dismissed. His case? When did it get to be his case? He's the dodger. He calls Ass the door dasher. He's the door dodger. They came to serve him 3 times. I paid $267. And he went up. TY, I went to bed broke and woke up a millionaire 11 times over. And if anybody doubt that, I got the docket number 58. Go to the Pacer system. It does cost you to look into it, but it's 10 cents a page. But when you decide to go federal, it's not like when you're in the state and you write a petition and you submit it as your original petition. That's not how it goes when you're doing a defamation case under the 1983. I don't know the whole federal system. I can just tell you the one I dealt with. And what you have to do is you have to file a complaint. And then you have to give them 30 days to make a decision if they want to accept the complaint as service to let them know that they're in a lawsuit, or they can waive service. That's what that would be. And you don't send the summons, they get an extra 30 days, or they can do like he did and ignore it. And then the clock is ticking. You see, I could have filed this, unlike the guy named Biz 101, who can take his name off the registry. I could have filed this way back when he missed his opportunity. I'm up here trying to litigate, but I'm all out of order. And I'm going to tell y'all why in a few minutes. When I start reading the documents, you'll all understand. You can't beat this man giving. While he's over there talking about me and my family, my son, saying the most grotesque stuff he can say, and people laughing and thinking it's cute, saying the worst stuff he can say about T.Y. and his daughters, the worst stuff he can say about a couple of other people on here that I try to put that out there, and they talking about I'm a liar when they're the liar. Y'all don't lie. I can lie, but I promise you, I don't live life lying. You know, one of my main mantras is to thine own self be true. If you're true to you, you'll be true to everybody. I'm sure he doesn't have, and that's not my issue. My issue is don't play with me because I'm not going to play with you. That's my issue. And he can't just laugh this away, nor can he just go get an attorney and make it go away. It's kind of hard to set aside a judgment, especially when I got mine the way I got it. It's called a default judgment. And that's because he blatantly disregarded every opportunity that I gave him. And he went over there and lie and tell people he never got anything in the mail. He never got a green card. He never did that. He never, but you didn't have to once I got permission from the court to serve you through YouTube. And he got those. Yeah, he got those. But he told y'all he didn't. And y'all laughed and called me crazy. That woman her son need to take her computer. They need to lock her. He said my sister was crazy for taking care of me. He said my son ain't nothing. Shame on him. But after you give him the 30 days, then you can have the summons signed. And once you get the summons signed and you send them the documents, this is what the summons says. The United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas. And it tells my name and his name, and it tells the case number. Civil Action 3:22-CB-2580-N-BN. That's my case number. And it has, I am the plaintiff, and the defendants is his name, and AKA Mr. Skinny TV LLC, and Mr. Skinny the Don. You see, when he had this issue with Unbreakable Kicks, he ran and filed for bankruptcy. I don't know if he completed his bankruptcy or not. And he may even try to do that with me. I don't know what he's going to do. It's his move for him. I don't care what he's going to do. I just know what I'm going to do. With me, it is done. But he ran and filed bankruptcy so he didn't have to pay. And then he tell you dumb fools, oh, I ain't never paid out nothing to nobody. Can't nobody say I lost nothing because y'all can't read. And then damn D, that same guy who's been torturing Sister T and others on YouTube, playing the same tricks. But see, he got a Mondo Black playing the damn D role this time. Damn D already been sued. He know what that feels like. He knows. And I don't know. Perhaps that's why he drink. Maybe it's not. I don't know. But I can tell you, he was an actor in the play. But on this summons, it says summons in a civil action, and it gives his name, his address. Hey, Simba. I seen, hey, Dead Blacks. I seen somebody else come in, too, that I'm not familiar with. Nikki Love. I appreciate you all coming by. And if it's your first time, please hit the like button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you never come back, if you hit the like button this time, at least I can show engagement. Because I'm sure I'll never get paid on a video because they always find something wrong. And that's okay. Because I came to give freely. And if what I do makes you feel good or happy, then you can give to me freely. And if you never give me a dime, just know I'm not going to quit being me. And I'm not going to quit giving to you what's in me to give. Because I can only keep what I have by giving it away. And trust me, I give freely. So after it has his name and all that good stuff, it says this: a lawsuit has been filed against you. And listen to this part real good. Thank you, Dead Black. Within 21 days after service of this summons on you, parentheses, not counting the day you received it, dash, or 60 days if you are the United States or a United States agency or an officer or employee of the United States described in Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 12A, 2 or 3, dash, you must serve on the plaintiff an answer to the attached complaint or a motion under Rule 12 of whose address, and they give you the address where you would send it to, myself or the representative. And it says, if you fail to respond, judgment by default will be entered against you for the relief demand in the complaint. You also must file your answer or a motion with the court. Now, see, it's too late to file the answer and the motion with the court because I received the default judgment today. On yesterday, I filed, the court gave me a deadline of September the 5th, and I filed my affidavit. So let's go there. First of all, let's find out what was in the complaint. When I first did the complaint, I asked for $20 million in punitive damages and $3 million in compensatory damages. But I changed it once I dismissed YouTube, and I asked for $10 million in punitive damages and $1 million in compensatory damages, and then my costs that I've paid in actual damages. My complaint reads cyberbullying, sextortion, cyber stalking. The defendant, by his name, announced me, Miss Cheryl Jernigan, aka Toothless Tiger, as a toothless child predator on the YouTube. And there is more with other witnesses. My first, fifth, sixth, 14th amendments of the U.S. Constitution, defamation and slander, as resulting in harassment, intimidation, or humiliation through electronic means or other technology, such as, but not limited to, texting, email, instant messaging, chatting, internet, social networking, websites, or other platforms or formats. This person, aka Mr. Skinny TV on YouTube, states he is the leader of the Skinny Gang, and there are at least 10 content creators making videos about me daily, simultaneously, and 3 subscribers on panels with those content creators to be plaintiff demand for a jury trial. So I wanted a jury trial. And then my relief was compensatory damages for $1 million, punitive damages for $10 million. Thank you, Simba. Simba says, Toothless is very informative, 100, breaking down case law and subsections to the simplest form. Thank you, Simba. I appreciate that. Nikki said, this dude got folks believing he was going through marital problems. Think he's slick. Skinny, I know you're watching, scumbag. I'm sure he's watching. He's probably playing my live. So that's the complaint. So I had to go through hoops and loops and all that other stuff to get him served. I had tried to have him served once, and it cost me $267, and he dodged the man 3 different times. And he tell his people nobody came to his house. Ain't nobody tried to serve me nothing. That lady's lying. Why do y'all not go over there and put that lady in her place? She's lying. Well, let's look at Civil Federal Rule of Procedure 55. That is the default. My default judgment. Request default judgment. 101. Plaintiff has given proper notice to the non-responsive defendant, and I gave the names. Collectively, the defendants. According to the approved court order granting plaintiff permission to serve the defendant through their YouTube channel, after not being able to have them served at his last known address with the complainant summons and process service forms, the defendants requested that the post office hold all of their certified mail. So he's saying to his people, I never got no green card. That lady ain't never sent me no letter. Well, no lady sent the letter. Unfortunately, you decided to tell the post office to hold your mail. Okay. Certified mail sent to his address. Plaintiff did, I don't know how I wrote this. Plaintiff did receive not one green card back. That should have been not first before it did. Acknowledging acceptance of any additional mail. The named defendant nor their representative have filed an answer to the complaint or summons served to them by attempted visits to the home or by court order service through their YouTube channel. It is well over the allotted time given by the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 5. Plaintiff is requesting default judgment entry according to Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 55A, and then I state the case law. Number 2, 201. Now, this is the Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 55A, judgment by default. Entering a default. When a party against whom a judgment for affirmative relief is sought has failed to plead or otherwise defend, and that failure is shown by affidavit or otherwise, the clerk must enter the party's default. So it was a MUST must. All other cases go before the judge. So let's go with the affidavit that I had to submit. Thought my affidavit was right there with that, but it is not. So give me 1 second. Let me find my affidavit. This is my affidavit that I submitted to the court. Come now, affiant and states, I am the plaintiff, Cheryl Y. Jernigan. I am over 21 years of age, of sound mind, capable of making this affidavit, and personally acquainted with the facts herein. Background. Plaintiff, Cheryl Y. Jernigan, filed pro se complaint against defendant, we know the name, and YouTube Inc. And you give the docket number, that's docket number 4, which she later amended. That's when I asked the court to allow me to dismiss YouTube from the lawsuit since they were covered by USC 47, Section 230 under the Good Samaritan law, and they cannot be sued because they are not the speaker nor the publisher. So what they're saying is they can't be held responsible for anything that we say and do on YouTube. But yet what they do to us is get us with their policies. So they control what you do and say. It's just that they can't be held accountable for allowing people to bully people and do the things like this that this person has been doing for years and thinking it's okay and it's funny. Request for default judgment according to Federal Rule Civil Procedure 55A. Plaintiff, Cheryl Y. Jernigan, a.k.a. Toothless Tiger, YouTuber, affidavit in support of request for motion for default judgment. I am requesting that a default judgment be entered against defendant and Mr. Skinny LLC and Mr. Skinny Dadon, who is in default as he did not answer or respond to the complaint and summons, which states, if you fail to respond, judgment by default will be entered against you for the demand in the complaint. Compensatory damages, $1 million, punitive damages, $10 million. You also must file your answer or motion with the court. Plaintiff previously provided the court an affidavit of non-service in which a processor server served plaintiff, let me say that again, y'all, I'm sorry, in which a process server which plaintiff hired swore before a notary public to 3 failed attempts to personally serve defendant at a physical address in Chapin, South Carolina. And you can see that's docket number 19. At 14, testifying in part. And so what this is a part of what the person, they went 3 times, and all the times their lights were on. One of the times the door was ajar, but they never would come. And all the time that infamous Hellcat was in the driveway. And then he loves to say on his show that, lady, you can't serve nobody at the wrong address. Lady, you can't take me to court if I never get papers. Lady, okay, male, I understand. But this is what it said. The neighbor testifying in part that on the 3rd attempt, the process server spoke with the neighbor walking his dog, who stated that the defendant is in and out all day, but is usually home because of his YouTube channel. Plaintiff sought permission through the court by providing, through plaintiff's own affidavit, I know that the defendant will be on YouTube for 2 to 7 hours a day at 3 different times of the day, and that he was live streaming on March 24, 2023 at 1 p.m. And he read and make posts on his community walls on YouTube, docket number 28, at 4 to 5. The court responded, the record reflects that Jernigan has strictly complied with requirements to authorize substitute service under Rule 106. See Texas Rule of Civil Procedure 106B. So when you're dealing in the federal court, whatever state that you live in, that law governs your case. You can use your civil procedure as well as the federal rules of procedure. And at least one federal district court in Texas has, under Rule 106, authorized service on defendants' social media accounts, including on YouTube. Indeed, Inc. versus Con, and then they give you the case number, and they tell you the year, May 28, 2021. See also another company, I can't even pronounce the name right now, and another name I can't pronounce right now, and they give you the cases. Observing that courts are split as to whether service through social media platforms is sufficient for purposes of due process. But on this record, concluding that service to a CEO's LinkedIn profile is also a method reasonably calculated to provide notice of the suit. The court similarly finds on the record here that service on the defendant through social media, specifically his YouTube channel, is a method that appears reasonably calculated to provide notice of this suit, and will therefore grant the motion to substitute service under 106B2, and that's docket number 28. Hi, Rachel. Insofar as the court authorizes service on defendant, the person's name, through his YouTube channel account, plaintiff hired APS Process Service, Dallas, Texas, to comply with the granted order, which says Jernigan must file proof of substitute service on defendant consistent with this order by April the 11th, 2023. Black Brain says, damn good job, Tiger. You did your due diligence and had the heart to stay in the race till the end. Yes, sir. That's what I try to encourage people. Instead of tearing each other down, we should be using this platform to make us better Americans. We claim how we're being treated, and certainly we are being treated in such a way. But if we learn what we need to learn, we can change the trajectory of our lives and certainly the lives of our children. But they say nobody wants to hear that mess that I'm talking, so therefore nobody comes. And that's okay. They don't have to come. But I'm going to keep on talking. And Maria, remember, zero tolerance. Plaintiff had defendant person ETAL served, and the ETAL is when it's more than one defendant. Then you use that so that you don't have to be trying to write all of those names out for those who don't know. Served on 2 separate occasions. Number 1 as an individual. And then what I did when I amended my complaint, I added, because, he ran and did bankruptcy to this other guy. So now he's going to have to do Chapter 11 as well, because I also added to him this lawsuit, his LLC, that he claims he's so rich and famous. We'll see how rich and famous he really is. And I guarantee you, he loved to throw Gil names and stuff, but I guarantee you, Gil ain't giving him no $11 million. I can guarantee you that. As an individual, see docket number 34 on April the 4th, 2023. And number 2, with the court's permission to include the person's LLC and other YouTube channel, see docket number 40, April 11th, 2023. Now, I have a plethora of case law here. And most of those are just about default judgments. Plaintiff prays that after consideration of this motion, the clerk will, I didn't need to say that it meets the criteria of Federal Rules of Civil Procedure 55A and will enter the default judgment motion due to default defendant non-response to the complaint and summons served upon defendant to address the defamation, denial of plaintiff's First and 14th Amendment rights, because they had the nerve to tell me they can talk about me, but if I said anything about them, that they would really go in on me. And then this lady who looks like a man keeps telling me that she's the truth, which I thought she was, but she's not. She's a liar, and she is all up his behind. She's donating hundreds and fifties of dollars when she used to didn't have 2 people in her chat. Now she's got over 3,000, but she said that I was the problem. She doesn't even know what happened, because I don't know what happened. This man, this is just his MO. And if you look like you're the next big thing, then these people start attacking you. They are criminals. Look at their records. They are scammers. Cyberbullying, harassment. Now, they've been having a cyberbullying policy forever, but it didn't become popular until I started my cyberbullying campaign. And then Asador solicited Amundo to help because he had a platform, and Asador didn't. And Amundo was looking for the next best way to get people back in his chat. So he joined Asador. But we were not even talking at that time because of the numbers they put on my page. And I think they're still trying to do it now. They just putting little bit of numbers because I don't have many people. All it takes is 2 or 3. If YouTube want to not pay you. These people play real dirty games. Very dirty. But it's okay. I play real clean games. Very clean. Stealthily clean. With precision. The remixer says, welcome to Karma Cafe. There are no menus. You get served what you deserve. Butter, that's beautiful. Cyber stalking, deep embarrassment, humiliation, loss of revenue, and emotional distress. And then, of course, you sign it, and you have to sign it before a notary. You get it notarized. And I have been allowed to use the electronic system, and you file your document electronically. You do an affidavit, you also have to do a motion, and you would submit the motion with the affidavit, and my motion read as such. We read the default judgment. I'm not going to read rule number 2 and 3 because they don't apply. I'm going to start with factual allegations common to all accounts. It starts with Roman numeral 4. It's best to number your paragraphs if you have to do this to protect yourself. The court normally has local rules, and they'll tell you basically you use the 12 font, and they like the New Times Roman, and then you have the double space so that they can read and see. I think they have templates because their stuff fits so neat on the page, but ours look so big and it takes up a lot of pages, but it is what it is. I just try to make mine look as professional as theirs. I am, I think, an unorganized perfectionist. Everything is everywhere, all discombobulated, and that's how I function in my mind. And so that's how I function. But when you see my finished product, you won't know if Perry Mason did it or if I did it. And this man said that I was plagiarizing this law firm because I used some of their cease and desist letter. And you can't plagiarize law papers. That's why they have case law. Case law is the deciding factor. The law could read one thing, but it's the interpretation of the judge that presides over the case. And that's how it's going to go. We're in the Fifth Circuit. So the few cases that I found them in the Fifth Circuit here in Texas. So 401, and these are factual allegation common to all counts. Plaintiff has a multifaceted sole proprietor business, and I'm the plaintiff. involving the establishment of a small following through a channel on the website YouTube. A channel which currently has 1,432 subscribers. I lost a subscriber. I lose subscribers every other day. Somebody subscribed, then they unsubscribe. And I don't worry about that either, because we all know that numbers are just an illusion. Again, if it's me and one person, if it's me and two or three, if it's just me, I'm good. And I would just talk to hear myself say something. And if you hear it, and if it resonates with you, then I'm grateful. Yes, you're so very right about it, Black Rain. One thing about these apps, certain trigger words are picked up by a computer, then someone, a human, put eyes on it. Yeah, well, I'm sure they put eyes on me a long time ago, because Google is the number 2 company in the world. And I ain't afraid of no ghosts or no giants. Not when it comes down to my integrity and my right to be. That's what I fight for, and try to teach people to fight for themselves. Learn who you are, know who you are, and be you at all times. And then you fight for your right to be. And you do that by having knowledge. Knowledge is power. It is written, my people are destroyed by the day for the lack of knowledge. And what we need to understand about power, power corrupts if you don't use it right. And absolute power corrupts absolutely. You have to have a balance in your life. And you have to be the measuring rod to bring that balance. No one can do it for you. No one can do it for you. So it goes on to say, actively uploading videos since June 26, 2021, membership since July 26, 2022, monetized since August 20th, 2022, as well as a once thriving merchandise business focusing on my products. I sell journals, ink pens, t-shirts, key rings, memory pillows, mugs, and cups. Number 402. Plaintiff has been actively using YouTube to enhance my business since June 26, 2021, and have accumulated over 1,904, 1,000, let me go back, 100,000, 9,443 views using various videos and marketing materials. 403, plaintiff generates revenue through my online presence, through YouTube channel, memberships, and through sale of my personal products to various subscribers. Number 4, plaintiff has let's see. I'm supposed to be on number 4, but I don't see no plaintiff has. It says number 4, for more than a year, defendant has acted in the capacity of the leadership of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang. He and some of his members have made numerous attempts to discredit and disparage plaintiff's character, content, and products. Upon information and belief, defendant McMillan produces, hosts, and publishes videos on YouTube entitled Mr. Skinny the Don. upon information and belief, while Mr. Skinny the Don calls his site roasting YouTube content creators' eyebrows off for entertainment purposes, I expose Kwame Brown and his cult and the #1 black YouTuber. The real purpose of Mr. Skinny the Don is to provide a platform for a defendant to publish and spread malicious rumors, slanderous assertions, and false information about content creators, including plaintiffs, for his personal financial gain. That's the real reason. Number 7. Upon information and belief, defendant Macmillan does this to draw various larger celebrity types of content creators and celebrity sports figures, social media followers to his site, including plaintiff social media followers, so he can increase what he charges for interviews and advertising to third parties that advertise and or interview with him. Number 8, upon information and belief, over the past year, defendant targeted plaintiff and began making degrading statements regarding plaintiff. 4.9, upon information and belief, defendant had listened to plaintiff video, How I Became Toothless Tiger, and heard plaintiff share my life story on November 13, 2022. Defendant published a video where defendant stated, because of plaintiff talked about brown-skinned lady child, you're talking about Miss Coco's child. You talked about my children. That's what child predators do. 4.10. On information and belief, in the past few months, defendant has taken his vitriol one step further by making blatantly defamatory statements regarding plaintiff. 11. Upon information and belief, defendant Macmillan has become obsessed with slandering plaintiff. In the last 12 months, has put out at least 100 or more videos regarding plaintiff. 12. Upon information and belief, as set forth below, defendant videos about plaintiff attract substantially more cash apps than most of his other videos, which is part of the reason he has repeatedly targeted plaintiff. I have to stop because I like to see what y'all saying. I love it when you guys communicate. Crystal said, I just tried to become a member. Something went wrong. Oh, I don't know what happened. Let me see. Let me see if my little money sign is still there. Because, honey, they be playing with us so hard. The good always have to suffer because of the wickedness of the bad. Yeah, but I do still see the little dollar sign, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's if you're on a laptop or a phone. I don't know which one it is, Crystal. Hold on 1 minute. Let me answer my phone. Crystal, I'm glad you got your star. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. I'm just being blessed. I will honor you in just a moment. Simba said, Astatar, you know how it is, bro. I've been grinding since the age 12, receiving a pay. Should be retired by now, but organized slavery is thriving and winning. Tell the truth, Simba. You started working like I did. I started working at age 12, too. I started with a summer youth program, and then I worked ever since. At a movie theater with my cousin. I've had all kinds of jobs. Black Rain, the absolute truth. Hence the reason they ask for permission and pertinent access to phones, audio, videos, right, giving complete access to their devices. That's what I say, my bad for not being active in the chat. We got a lot going on here at the school. Yeah, that's all right, Ashley. We know that if you got a chance, you would definitely be doing it. Thank you for taking care of them babies. And they're not even yours, but they are yours. And I thank you. Nikki said, do you know if YouTube still has access to the videos he deleted? Now I know why he doesn't keep them. Oh, yeah, they still have access to them. But as far as my case go, we don't have a case anymore because I won. And there's nothing he can do but hire an attorney that is a federal attorney in practice in the Northern District of Texas, and he can make every attempt to try to get the judgment set aside. And that's almost next to impossible. It's not impossible, but it's hard to do. And especially for the reasons that I was given the judgment, because he arrogantly, blatantly decided he wasn't going to comply with the law. And he had an opportunity to do so. Black Rain says, Simba, facts. This lets you know that artificial intelligence is very active and in control of everyday human movement. Subject for a different day. Tell the truth, because that's for real. Nikki, nothing deleted from any platform is absolute. Keep in mind that the big wigs are only concerned about the company and the attention that it's drawn to it. Remixtra says, fake YouTubers, once they stop talking to you, they start talking about you. Most times it's not the people who change, it's the mask that falls off. That's true. And then again, I try to tell people, they love to quote these little sayings that, the number one draft pick always say, but the thing of it is, we always excuse the behavior of people that we like. We see people that we like all the time doing stuff that's just not becoming, but we excuse the behavior because we like them. That happens all the time. Back to this document. Well, I'm going to first honor you. I'm just being blessed. I don't know how long you stay up, but I want to honor you because you honored me, and I thank you for the donation. So let me play my little donation song. Praise. You got to remove the excess water. Now she's coming down. This is how you do it. Thank you. And of course, let me play the edition that I originally made of this song. I am telling you. I am telling you. I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No, 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 no way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No, 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 no way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. You're gonna go with me. You going? Well, we've gone. We've gone. Upon information and belief to this end, defendant has published in the past few months several videos with more false and defamatory statements about plaintiff, who has become the target of defendant's malicious campaign to damage and destroy plaintiff's reputation among her subscribers and the consuming public. And where I said that that's one of his I missed, because I got a lot of my information from different places, as do all attorneys. And they do it all the time. So that's one I did not see. Upon information and belief, defendant have been on a smear campaign to destroy and otherwise harm plaintiff's ability to operate and conduct my respective channel and business. Count 1, defamation per se. Number 15, plaintiff restate and incorporate herein by reference paragraphs 401 to 413 above, as and for paragraph 414 of this count, as if such allegations were fully set forth herein. Number 16, upon information and belief, defendant intentionally made a video in an unfinished, seemingly empty garage where he chose to announce to the world on his Mr. Skinny the Don YouTube platform, speaking directly to the plaintiff, that plaintiff is a child predator interested in his kids' toys. Number 17, upon information and belief, defendant intentionally accused plaintiff of committing a crime against children because he believes since plaintiff was molested, plaintiff molests children. Number 18, and he said he doesn't make fun of molestation. Who would do that? And those people just give and give and give as he's laughing and talking about me. So that lets us know that we have quite a few people that are sexual deviants and have some real serious problems on this app. And we don't know each other, as everybody love to remind you when they're against you. They love to tell us how we don't know each other. And we don't, but we know character, and we don't have to see each other to know if you are a person that stands for something or if you're a person that does not. Upon information and belief, defendant intentionally accused plaintiff of scamming and defrauding subscribers out of money for a fake lawsuit, and a page, The Real Truth, that defendant stated he once owned, posted plaintiff's financial statement submitted to the court for informal appropriate requests plastered on that page's community wall with nothing redacted. So they had all of my information on that page. Upon information and belief, the statements contained within defendant videos implicitly and explicitly reference plaintiff. All of defendants' aforementioned statements are false. Upon information and belief, defendant knew or should have known at the time of his having made each statement that each such statement was false. Nikki said, yes, his chat act like they so against child M, just a bunch of hypocrites and disgusting people. They really, really are. It's really sad. 22. Plaintiff has not done any of the actions alleged herein by defendant, this man. Upon information and belief, defendant false and malicious statements about plaintiff and the implications drawn therefrom are defamatory per se because they tend to injure plaintiff in my trade, profession, or community standing and lower plaintiff's reputation in the estimation of community. 24. Upon information and belief, defendant false and malicious statements about plaintiff and the implications drawn therefrom are defamatory per se because they made plaintiff appear odious, infamous, or of extremely disreputable character. 25. Upon information and belief, defendant published false and defamatory statements about plaintiff to third parties who reasonably believe such statements are true, assertions by someone with personal knowledge of plaintiff. Those people really think this man, he won't make up nothing on nobody. Everything he got receipts. No, he does not. Upon information and belief, defendant published false and defamatory statements about plaintiff to third parties who reasonably believe such statements are true. Oh, I just read that. Upon information and belief, that's 26, defendant published false and defamatory statements about plaintiff with knowledge of their falsity or with reckless disregard as to their truth or falsity. 27. Alternatively, defendant published false and defamatory statements about plaintiff negligently as to the truth or falsity of what the former was saying about the latter. 28. Furthermore, upon being given a chance to retract his statements and apologize, therefore, defendant instead reaffirms his position that his statements are truthful upon his false statements regarding plaintiff being a child predator. 29. Upon information and belief, defendant published false and defamatory statements about plaintiff with both common law intent and actual malice and with the intent of harming plaintiff. Upon information and belief, defendant false and defamatory statements about plaintiff has caused substantial injury to plaintiff's reputation, professional interest, and overall well-being. Upon information and belief, defendant made false and defamatory statements about plaintiff has caused substantial injury to plaintiff's reputation and others' opinion of plaintiff's ability as a business and integrity. Upon information and belief, defendant knew that publishing a video regarding plaintiff would draw substantially more viewers to his content than he typically garners since the number one draft pick NBA player, Kwame Brown, stopped beefing with him. 33. Upon information and belief, defendant false and defamatory statements about plaintiff are willful, wanton, and malicious, are intended to deliberately harm plaintiff, and are made with a callous indifference to plaintiff and the effect such statements would have on her. These are the things that we would have been dealing with had we gone to court. 34. Upon information and belief, Defendant has refused and continues to refuse plaintiff's request for a retraction despite knowing that what he had published about plaintiff is false and defamatory and had caused and continue to cause serious injury to plaintiff. $35. Upon information and belief, thus in publishing his numerous false and defamatory statements about plaintiff, defendant had an improper motive or callous indifference to plaintiff rights and interests. 36. As a result of defendant Macmillan's outrageous and repeated unlawful conduct toward plaintiff, defendant should be ordered to pay substantial punitive damages herein for the damage he has caused and will continue to cause plaintiff to endure. Additionally, as a direct and proximate result of the foregoing, plaintiff is requesting an order permanently enjoining defendant and all his respective agents, officers, employees, representatives, successors, assigns, attorneys, implied YouTube cult gang members, and all other persons acting for, with, by, through, or under authority from defendant, or in concert or participation with defendant, from making, disseminating, broadcasting, or publishing any statements that plaintiff has or had yeast infection and dark circle around the mouth, that plaintiff uses or has used crack, and that plaintiff's only child is not gay or the product of an incestuous molestation when plaintiff was a child under 8 years old, as well as an order requiring defendant Macmillan to retract, remove, and repudiate in full all defamatory and disparaging statements made regarding plaintiff. 38. Plaintiff, and this is under count 2, which is torturous interference with prospective business advantage. Plaintiff restate and incorporate herein by reference paragraphs 401 through 437 above, as and for paragraph 438 of this count 2, as if such allegations were fully set forth. 39. Upon information and belief, plaintiff have and had a reasonable expectation of entering into a valid business relationship with my customers and YouTube channel subscribers. Hi, Dimitri. Good to see you. 40. Upon information and belief, defendant knew that plaintiff had a reasonable expectation of entering into a valid business relationship with her customers and her YouTube channel subscribers. 41. Upon information and belief, as an individual with her own YouTube channel and a person seeking additional subscribers, defendant purposefully and intentionally interfered with plaintiff's legitimate expectancy from ripening into a valid business relationship in order to increase defendant's own standing and YouTube subscribers. 42. Upon information and belief, defendant false statements and accusations regarding plaintiff business resulted in the loss of the majority of plaintiff's content on YouTube, which defendant openly bragged about. 43. Upon information and belief, due to defendant's actions, plaintiff has lost revenue from memberships, super chats, cash apps, and subscribers to plaintiff YouTube channel and merchandise sales. Now, 44. Upon information and belief, as a result of defendant in his capacity as the implied leader of the YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his members, both past and present, acting out as his requests as his war teams and flag teams, repeated outrageous comments, videos, panels, and flagging, They have grown their channels as defendants' actions have stunted plaintiff subscriber and financial growth. Now, I want y'all to tell me and do the math. What kind of sense does this make? So Alicia said, I think anyone who has been cyberbullied should understand that going back and forth with bullies doesn't work. You have to be willing to take them out of their comfort zone. Be diligent. So true. So Alicia. Okay, so here you have Toothless Tiger. And I started with the day that he started this stuff with me up until the date that it showed on their social blade. So on my channel, August 21st, 2022, I had 1,370 subscribers. As of Tuesday, August 8th, 2023, I had 1,430 subscribers. Total gain was 60 subscribers in a year. Now, I want y'all to hear these numbers for these other people. Amazing. Mr. Skinny the Don Live. As of Wednesday, the 24th of August, 2022, he had 1,680 subscribers. And as of Saturday, the 19th of August, 2023, he had 2,770 subscribers. He gained 1,090 subs in the year that he talked about me like he did. So he wants us to believe. Skinny the Hellcat done. And what he did is he started changing all of his names around as if it makes a difference. But it's under his LLC, so he can switch these names to 50 different names. It's not going to make a difference. Wednesday, the 25th of August, 2022, supposedly he had 43,000 subscribers. As of Tuesday, August 8th, 2023, he had 63,600 subscribers. Total gain, 20,600 subscribers. It is unreasonable to believe this channel grew this much over the August 21st, 2022 through August 8th, 2023, when the majority of the videos were about plaintiff on the two Don channels. So he didn't even make most of the videos about me on this channel. He wasn't even using this channel. So how did this channel grow 20,000 people? Please tell me without you purchasing them. Skinny the Don channel. August 20th, 2022, he had 8,280 subscribers. And Tuesday, August 8th, 2023, he had 9,140 subs. That channel supposedly had grown 860. And then I put the little asterisk by those two Don channels. These are the two channels used to make the majority of all disparaging videos about plaintiff. Now, he used to have these people under his umbrella, and it was Supernova's Opinion. She started Tuesday, October 25th, 2022 with 153 subscribers. She's grown up to Tuesday, the 6th of June, 817 subscribers. Real Chase Bank Gaming, October 22nd, 184 subscribers. And as of July 2023, he had 920. Big Greg, Wednesday, the 24th of August, 2022, he had 59 subscribers. And he grew supposedly from Saturday, the 19th of August, 2023, 500 subscribers, totaling 559. Alicia said, you can beat a shark on dry land, but if he gets your ass underwater, it's bon appetit. You gon' get drowned and ate. Choose your battles wisely, she said. Number 8. It's Just Jules. She started October 2022 with 183 subscribers. And as of July 23rd, 2023, she has 837, meaning she gained 654. So look at these numbers that these people are gaining, and all he's doing is talking about me, and I've only gained 60 people in a whole year. Brown Skin Lady, Wednesday, March 22nd, 2021, 7:56. Saturday, 19th, August 2023, 1,580 subs. She gained 824. Lady DJ, Wednesday, August 24th, 2022, she had 1,320 subscribers. As of August 19th, 2023, she's got 3,470 subscribers. Now, who can believe that? 2,150. She doesn't even show her face. She shows a roof in darkness. And she wants us to believe she had these people and she's gained this much in this year. Black Rain said, moral turpitude come to mind for me with such a vile intent. His biggest mistake was not showing up for court. That is total disrespect and disregard for the court, and it frowned upon. Yes, it is. That's what messed him up. That's exactly what messed him up. He's being, ghetto fabulous. He's the Don. But I guess he don't know what happened to the Don because John Gotti went down to the feds. T.Y. Ray, his was September, and it's on a monthly. 2022, he had 2,440, and as of the month of July 2023, 5,000. That's a total gain of 2,560 subscribers. Straight Talk TV subscribers, 2,890. Straight Talk TV Friday, August 2023, 7,130. Total gain, 4,240 people. Armando Black TV, Thursday, 18th of August 2022, he had 3,290. And Tuesday, August 29th, 2023, it shows he had 7,110 with a gain of about 3,820. And then his counterpart, D Truth, month of August 2022, subscribers, 1,030. Month of August 2023, subscribers, 1,420. He's gained 390. All of these people have gained all of these people. I'm the subject of all of these people's conversation. Everybody's getting cash apps, super chats, and I've only gained 60 people. Go figure. The math just ain't mathing. Count 3, civil conspiracy. And I try to tell these people about USC 18, I believe it's 241, conspiracy, but they don't want to believe it. Plaintiff restate and incorporate herein by reference paragraph 401 through 444 above, as and for paragraph 4.5 of this count, 2, as if such allegations were fully set forth herein. 46. Upon information and belief in an effort to harm plaintiff and her business, defendant acting in the capacity as the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied members acting as representatives of the Skinny Gang shared information and coordinated their videos on YouTube about plaintiff. 47. Upon information and belief, in total, defendant, in his capacity as the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang, and some of his members have made more than 200 videos on their YouTube channel disparaging and otherwise spreading false statements of fact regarding Toothless Tiger and defendant and a few of his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang members. They stated my government name in several of their videos, and has renamed me Truthless Liar on YouTube. In addition, some of defendants implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang members acting in the capacity as such continued to brag about how they were making money and building their channels off plaintiff's back based on defendant false statement and about plaintiff. 48. Upon information and belief, defendant YouTube channel is widely known as Mr. Skinny LLC. Mr. Skinny Hellcat Dunn, 63,600. No, 63,000, I guess, and that's 600. And Mr. Skinny the Don, 9,200 subscribers. Mr. Skinny the Don Live, 2,700 subscribers. The last two channels is where most of his disrespectful videos about plaintiff are made. 49. Upon information and belief, unlike plaintiff, the defendant produces content by speaking disparagingly about plaintiff's deceased mother, her vaginal area of her body, father and brother, plaintiff's childhood molestation, which plaintiff shared to help others to heal, as well as live streaming plaintiff's content twice a week for approximately the past 8 months, while plaintiff is live and publicly degrading and humiliating her, i.e. videos to generate additional revenue through YouTube and to obtain additional subscribers. Hi, Regina M. Good to see you. Number 50. Upon information and belief, unlike plaintiff, who generate revenue from plaintiff's content by sharing my 64 years of life experience, knowledge, and wisdom, and my 10-year journey of research on who we were before we were called slaves, and discussing chapters of various self-help books. Defendants generally produce content by making false and defamatory videos regarding plaintiff being a child predator and speaking outrageously about various individuals in this sector. 51. Upon information and belief, specifically, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and some of the implied members have collectively created, posted, and published over 200 videos regarding plaintiff up until March 2023, when he expelled the several members from his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang. T.Y. Ray, Straight Talk TV, Southside TV, Travis Seals, BMK21 Gaming, Lonnie Love, all of whom publicly apologized to me for their past actions. So I Be Loved, Brown Skin Lady, A Random Podcast, and Matt K did not. They didn't apologize. 52. On October 9, 2022, plaintiff made a public plea to Mr. Gilbert Arenas Sr. to tell his son, ex-NBA player Gilbert Arenas, to tell his employee at the time, Mr. Skinny, to leave plaintiff alone. And then I put the URL and the timestamp. 53. Upon information and belief, plaintiff received a disingenuous apology from defendant Macmillan stating he spoke with Daddy Gil, Mr. Gilbert Arenas Sr., and they decided that he should apologize. So if he said anything to hurt me, he apologized and he would never speak my name again. He has women to handle women and he will stick to the men. 54. Upon information and belief, unfortunately, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang members and representatives doubled down and made additional videos and held more panels regarding plaintiff daily. 55. Upon information and belief, defendant Macmillan acting in the capacity of the implied YouTube Cup Skinny Gang members and representatives, false and malicious statements about plaintiff has caused and continue to cause substantial injury to plaintiff's reputation, growth in my channel, loss of revenue, and plaintiff's personal well-being, among other things. 56. Upon information and belief, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang members and representatives, false and malicious statements about plaintiff has caused and continue to cause substantial injury to plaintiff's reputation as it reflects poorly upon plaintiff's standing as a content and directly implies that plaintiff is untrustworthy and has destroyed a substantial portion of plaintiff's goodwill with my subscribers. 57. Upon information and belief, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his YouTube cult Skinny Gang members and representatives, false and malicious statements about plaintiff have caused and continue to cause deep embarrassment, humiliation, loss of revenue, and emotional distress for plaintiff. 58. Upon information and belief, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang, false and malicious statements about plaintiff, along with one of his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang members at the time on November 10th, 2022, sent Straight Talk TV 3 videos, one of them for him to release with plaintiff's home and personal vehicle in it, which caused and continue to cause damage to plaintiff's family as it has resulted in threats and harassment to plaintiff and her family at her home. 59. We're almost finished. Upon information and belief, defendant as a result of defendant outrageous and repeated unlawful conduct toward plaintiff, defendant McMillan should be ordered to pay substantial punitive damages herein for the damage he and his channels have caused and will continue to cause plaintiff to endure. Number 60. Upon information and belief, defendant McMillan, acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang member, he calls her the Oracle, as his representative, false copyright struck 5 of plaintiff videos as they desired to work together in an effort to harm plaintiff while simultaneously increasing defendant's subscribers and followers. 61. Upon information and belief, defendant, acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang member and representative, the Oracle, did so in an effort to accomplish the improper and unlawful task of defaming and tortuously interfering with plaintiff's business. 62. Upon information and belief, defendant acting in the capacity of the implied leader of his YouTube cult Skinny Gang and his implied YouTube cult Skinny Gang member and representative Oracle did so and took actions to do so in the furtherance of an overtly torturous and unlawful act as alleged herein. Good night, Black Rain. Wherefore, plaintiff respectfully requests this honorable court enter a default judgment in favor of plaintiff and against defendant for compensatory damages in $1 million and enter punitive damages for $10 million. And I ask for other things to be done to keep them from doing different things and saying different things. But again, I received a default judgment award. So I don't know. I'm going to speak with the clerk because I don't know if I'll get an order. Because as the law states, when you don't respond, that is an order that the clerk can sign and enter the default judgment, thus giving me a victory and putting this chapter behind me. Now they can continue to do and say whatever they think they're big enough to do and say. I will continue to do and say what I do. I do not bother these people. I name these people because they name me. And I have a right to defend myself. So this is actually what happened. I was very, very pleased with my finished product. And I actually made my deadline coming so soon, but the law does state within 24 hours that she has to make the recommendation and then she has to enter it into the system. And that I looked today and I received my default judgment. And what the default judgment says is very simple. It says, United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas, Dallas Division. It gives my name and his, and it does have the ETAL on there. So that's all need to be said right there because that covers his businesses. Clerk's entry of default. The record reflects that service of the complaint has been made upon the defendant's name below, and they give his name. It appears from the record that service of the complaint has been made, that the defendant has failed to answer or otherwise defend as directed within the time allowed, and that the plaintiff has shown that failure through affidavit or otherwise. Therefore, upon plaintiff's request, defendant's default is entered against the defendant named above. And then it has the U.S. court and then the deputy clerk, and it has today's date. So I was very, very, very pleased, ecstatic. I went to bed broke. I woke up $11 million richer. I don't know how much of that I'll see, but I'm going to be doing everything in my power to start seeing it. And so I will be looking into what I need to do to get that to happen. And again, if this individual want to try to get this judgment set aside, because you can't appeal it, he gave up that right. It is there, and it is there at least for the next 10 years. But all I know is I asked them to stop. I want them to stop. They leave me alone, I'll leave them alone. I'm just wanting to do my content. And my content apparently is not for everybody. So Regina says a default judgment in short means the following. The defendant is obligated to adhere to this judgment and may have to face other consequences of failing to appear in court. Thank you for explaining that, Regina. And yeah, so I'm going to take that default judgment along with my motion, and then I'm going to contact the federal prosecutor's office so that I can see if there's anything that can happen with this bullying and harassment that I've had to endure. And they think because I defend myself against their craziness that I don't have a right to do that, and I can't say anything. I don't know who these people are and who they listen to, but they need to quit listening to people, and they need to start researching for themselves. Regina, you are such a very wise woman. You know so much. And I highly, highly, highly appreciate you for choosing to be a part of my chat, because you really help the chat and you help people understand things that I can't explain in the manner in which you do. So I greatly appreciate that. Y'all, we have a lot of hurting people in our community. I was on a young man's channel today, and he's a beautiful young man. He calls himself Monkey Man. And I'm going to have to get Maria to get his link and put it in, and hopefully you guys can go and sign up to him. And the other young man name is Cross. And these young men are doing some great things. They work with Dewberry and Charleston White from their own respective cities. And they're just doing the best to be the best men they can be. And one of them shared his story, and it was very, very impactful. He's in recovery, and he's getting to know his daughter. He's been in and out of prison, and he missed a lot of her years that he really should have been there. And he's trying to learn. And so we need to be having conversations where we can encourage and lift people up. He's not the only person with that issue. It's a lot of hurting people on this app. And the saying goes, hurt people hurt people. I say hurting people hurt people, because we've all been hurt, but we don't go around hurting people. Some of us have enough restraint, self-restraint, and discipline and self-love that we don't care to hurt other people, and we don't want to see people hurt. We, complain immensely about the system and how it treats us, but we never, ever really have the conversation about how we treat each other. And I'm not talking about just a tagline, talking points. I'm talking reality with feelings, emotions, people's lives being affected. It's so much going on in the world today. And we can't save the world, neither are we trying to. But if we get honest with one another and just try to understand where somebody's coming from, perhaps it could be better. I appreciate everybody. I have actually 45 people in the chat, and believe it or not, I have 43 likes. I just glanced at it. That is beautiful, and I want to thank you guys for supporting me in that way. It means so much to have support. 3 people, or 103, or 3,000, or 3 million. I have one of, and we all say this as content creators, the greatest chats on YouTube, because you guys engage. And that means everything to me when you engage, not only with me, you all engage with each other. And that's what it's all about. It's so much, again, that's going on. I seen a video that Maria shared with me where a little girl got drawn into a story of a lady with a man, and she ended up losing her life. And all she was doing was getting her hair braided, supposedly. And now the mother no longer, has daughter. Regina said, "Thank you, Toothless. I am humbled by your words." Oh, you're so beautiful, Regina. However, you are very wise, articulate, and giving of yourself. Overall, beautiful person. Shame on those that try to hurt you for nothing. Thank you so much. Oh, see there? Maria probably went and found his link. I see a link in the chat. And I don't know what Cross's show name is, but I know it's Cross Your Heart. His website, I do know that. Asatar said, maybe reach out to YouTube and show them your default judgment and see if that's enough to take SKINLESS off of YouTube. I don't know. I'll look into that. He pretend he's leaving anyway. I might need him on YouTube getting monetized on 20 pages. But no, I will look into that. But you do know that their lawyers get everything that I file. They already know. Anybody that's in the federal system, that's inside the case, even though they're no longer a part of the case, because their names and their emails are there, then they get that information. And one good thing is once he defaulted, that I was no longer obligated to send him anything. Uh, I'm going to send this to him. He doesn't receive the letters anyway, and it'll be whatever it is. But I'm going to do my part, and that's all I can do is my part. I didn't come on YouTube to be in a war with anybody. They chose me to be in a war, and I told them that I don't fight like everybody else fight. I'm not in it trying to just get a cash app or a super chat at anybody's expense. That doesn't feel good. I want cash apps and super chats only if you can give it. And if you can't give it, I'm going to show up regardless. Like I said, life is not easy for none of us. We all are living, and maybe everybody's not living from paycheck to paycheck, but you know, bravo to you if you're not, no matter what your, social or economic status is. Hi, Angie. It's good to see you. I've been missing you. It's good to see you. I saw you in Uncle Shug's earlier today. But I've been so busy for the last week. Y'all don't understand how I've been up all night trying to put this together. And I was putting so many things together. And my sister had to come and tell me that I said, just read this law for me one more time. Maybe I'm misinterpreting it. And I was, because once you default, it's over. You don't have to go through anything else. I just had to ask for the default judgment. And they have 24 hours to put it in. So when I look today and I have the default judgment, and it is finished. It's done. And he can continue to talk about me, and those people can continue to believe in the lie. But I am $11 million strong. So, y'all, I'm a millionaire. I mean, I never get any of my millions, but I'm going to be going for my millions. Trust me. I'm a millionaire. And what he would have to do is to get an attorney to try to get the judgment set aside, which is going to be almost next to impossible, for the simple reason of how he disrespected everything about the court system. And hey, he say he's rich, so we'll just see how rich he really is. Vince Vintage is a Caucasian man being harassed by a known government hacker in these YouTube streets. Pitiful. Regina said, yes, once the courts issue a default decision, you won. Yeah, in federal court, by the way, where he kept telling people, this is magistrate court. She don't even know what she's talking about. No, sir, it's a magistrate judge, but it's federal because of the diversity of citizenship. But, it's people being bullied all around. Around here, nobody talked about bullying, and not that they didn't have the policy, but nobody talked about it. Now, everything any of us say, we're bullying. We're bullying the bullies, and they're flagging in teams. I mean, in droves. They're doing everything they can. And this man here is supposed to have such a big channel and so much prestige, but he would pick on a 64-year-old disabled Asiatic woman with the least amount of subscribers. And it's so very unbelievable how much these men really feel about us. I don't know what's going on, but we have got to do better as a people. If there's a conversation that needs to be had, let's strike up the conversation. Asator said, I just want to ask in this one question. How does it feel to work for Toothless Tiger? Oh, no, he'll come up with some great lie. I heard he set his live back so he could probably look at my whole show. And that's good for him because, like I said, we're through with this stage and he can do what he needs to do for me. I'm available. And now I'm going for stage 2. Now that I've won, hey, Sister T, now that I've won, then I'll be going now, taking my information to the federal prosecutors and the state prosecutors because they swindled me out of my money to see what I can do on that level. And hopefully it will be equally as successful. But I knew that having to fight all the fights that I've had to fight, from the IRS to the state of Texas to a private company, I've been fighting my whole life on a public job. And I won't hesitate to fight an individual with pen and paper because I'm not a physical fighter at all. But I'll meet you where you want to be met. And I asked them, please don't put me in this stuff. I don't do none of this. I don't talk about none of this. I talk about uplifting fallen humanity. But they wouldn't leave me alone. And he drugged me in it. And so now I went to bed broke and I woke up $11 million richer. So now I have to find a way to collect on my $11 million. And I really now hate that I amended my complaint because I originally asked for 20 million and 3 million in compensatory, 20 in punitive, but I changed it. I dropped it to 10 million and 1 million. And thank goodness. All you got to do is stay your course, fight your fight, let them do their thing. You stay your course. And that's where I plan to stay my course. And as they say, run on to see what the end going to be. Because for me, victory is mine. And I'm truly grateful that I was able to win. And I really couldn't have done it without him. It's his arrogance and his maliciousness that actually gave me the win. Regina says, suggestion, any money spent in fighting this case, you can seek reimbursement from the defendant. That is true. Yeah, because he has to pay me back for having him served when he was dodging the servers. And then I had to have him served through his YouTube channel. And I had to do that twice. Which if you look up the case in Pacer, the whole affidavit and default the motion that I just read, it also have all of my evidence. And what I use in my evidence, the exhibits, I used the 5 pages where he told the post office to hold his mail. And where he refused the mail one time, they brought the mail to him and he refused it. And all of those things said at the customer's request, they wanted them to, yeah, Sister T, I won $11 million. And I know that sounds crazy. It sounds crazy hearing me say it, but I actually won. I actually won. Now, getting my money is going to be a different thing. But again, I'm going to do everything in my power to start collecting something because I don't have to have it all at one time. But he shall. He doesn't know it. And maybe he does. It's over with for the courts for me. And I don't know what he think he's going to do. T.Y., you getting ready to go on? Because I don't want to be here too long if you're getting ready to go on. But I promise you that he's going to have to pay. Thank you very much, Angie. But he did it. Yeah, he did it. Thank goodness that he is who he is. Okay. I'm glad that he is who he is. And I don't know if you heard TY when I was reading the documents, but I did put there that you guys did apologize, and we're good. So I am going to be pursuing, as Armando said, the criminal aspect now, and he will be also included. And if need be, he said he has a great attorney. I may see him, since he called it a money grab. I may see him in money grab court, because I don't play these games that they play. They've made enough money off of me. They've laughed at my pain enough, and I am sick of it. And I want it to stop. They're going to have to do their little shock jock stuff somewhere else, because it's not funny. And like I told those people in that audience, and those three, I have 3 charts. He told his people, he told it to Gilbert, but he told his people, how can she have a chart about one man and then get mad and change the name? No. I didn't know exactly who you were, sir. I thought you were something different, but you were not. You were not. And once I realized it, I have a chart for you, for Armando, the Wolf Pack, and for Kwame, the Bus Life Cult Gang. You guys are operating y'all channels like cults. Y'all can call me cult. Y'all can call me what you like. I'm going to support who I want. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to support who I want as long as I want. And nobody's going to stop me. And I don't run in no gang, and I don't run in no pack. But I do support who I like. I once supported all of you, because I once liked you guys. But there is no truth in you guys. And it's very sad how y'all do us. And we all claim we don't like the way we're done by the system. But y'all need to understand, we are the system. And our system is to keep everybody out. And that's not right. We should be building each other up. It's enough talent over here that everybody should be working together. I don't understand how people get so caught up into they can't even apologize and move forward, but they say they have children and they say they have families that they love. No, they don't. They couldn't love themselves or their families the way they treat people that they don't even know. It's really sad, and it's heartbreaking, to be honest. But it is what it is. And I understand it's all about money, and a damn thing funny. You got to have a con in this land of milk and honey. I understand that for those who live like that. But that ain't why I'm here. So I don't have to have none of that. And when I collect my $11 million, I'll just be giving away. But I will be working on collecting my money. You can believe that. And it ain't no appealing this decision. You can believe that. And it's really sad that a man would be so low and think he's so smart and so rich. He love to talk about how rich he is. But we'll find out if he's really rich or not. Because now this is the beginning of now me receiving my judgment. But again, on Pacer, I put it on the thumbnail. The docket number where I got the default judgment is number 58. My default judgment affidavit and motion is number 57 that I filed yesterday. I finally finished it, and yesterday was my deadline, September the 5th. And today I received my judgment from the clerk. And again, if you want to look up the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, that's what governs the courts on a federal level. Federal Rules Civil Procedure number 55 is the one that gave me the win. 55-1A. Along with, the man that you can't beat giving. I think we need to hear that again. You just can't beat that man giving, and I'm going to let Maria hear her song that she loves so much. You can't beat skinny giving, no matter how hard you try. He'll keep on messing up. Do or die. He has minions in the chat that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification, 'cause you can't beat skinny giving. Do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging, no matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat skinny giving. Thank you, super horsification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. That's right, Nikki. That's right. He tried to dodge. He dodged 3 times. And one time the man went to his house. The door was open, but he wouldn't come to the door. So he ended up hurting himself while he was up here lying, telling people nobody came to his house. And they tell my skinny don't lie. And if anybody want to use this video, Sister TUTYU, you're welcome. They're going to be looking at it and probably not going to give me no commercials anyway. They've been doing that a lot lately, no matter what I talk about. So I didn't come here for commercials. So if I get them, fine, because I like the little check. I don't get much, but I like the little check. But if I don't get it, I'm all right. I was all right when I got here. If I can just get somebody to hear what I have to say, and if I can say something that can help somebody, that's all I want to do. And that means a lot to me. I have my song Side Piece, and I made these parodies about all these people talking about me when they were calling me all these names and stuff, and I don't do that. So I did remake my side piece over. So let me let y'all hear the new side piece. Hey, lady, where your husband at? When he woke up, you were typing in that chat. He sat up so he could think. Next thing he knew, you were hitting another lane. He left home to be with his side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. Side piece. He said, baby, this ain't right. I'm gonna leave you and go back home tonight. It was about 4 a.m. when he grabbed the handle. He walked in, you were on another panel. He left home to be with his side piece. Side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. That's Maria's little favorite now. It used to be you can't beat Skinny Giving. And you can't beat him giving. You just can't beat him. I mean, he has given me $11 million. All I got to do is collect it. $11 million. Can you believe it, y'all? That's for real. It's the thuggish, ruggish cons. 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 You got Gotti, Retro 813, Black Mondo's in the house, Lady D, Jay's in the house, and Skinny, the Don. Yeah, I'm sure the Don probably don't like the name he chose for himself right about now. But he is the Don. So he says. I'm grateful for the Don. Being the Don, he's done, got outsmarted. You know, you can be smart. You can be not smart enough. You can be too smart, and you can get outsmarted. Now, I wonder which one of those will he pick for himself. Greetings, M Soul. I see that you came in. I was playing these little old songs. Let's go. Texas in the South. Louisiana in the South. Georgia in the South. Florida in the South. Everybody do the Shark Boy. Shark Boy. Hey, Shark Boy, Shark Boy, everybody do the Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Hey, Shark Boy, Shark Boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people want to swim and he's snapping at their hand. I said he's sitting on the beach, they're playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping at their hand. Do the Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Hey, Shark Boy, Shark Boy, everybody do the Shark Boy, Shark Boy. Hey, Shark Boy, Shark Boy. I said he's sitting on the beach and playing in the sand. The people trying to swim and he's snapping with their hands. I said he's playing on the beach and sitting in the sand. People trying to swim and he's snapping at their hands. Do the Shark Boy. Hey. Hey. Shark I am telling you. I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going, and you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, Skinny. Ooh, Skinny. Ooh, Skinny. You're gonna go with me. We've done it. We've been there. We've gone. I thought he was going to try to, get him an attorney and try to plea out, And I know I'm not talking plea like a plea. I thought he would want to try to settle, come to a conclusion. But no, he thought he knew best. And he thought he would just be a Dodger. I guess like his car, a Dodge. No pun intended. But you just can't beat that guy giving. I can't do nothing but just, really sing his praises. You can't beat skinny giving. No matter how hard you try, he'll keep on messing up. Do or die. He has minions in the chat that told me what he's doing. You keep on dodging. Thank you, super hostification. 'Cause you can't beat skinny giving. Do or die. You can keep dodging and dodging and dodging and dodging. No matter how hard you try. But we will meet in the federal court. That ain't no lie. You can't beat skinny giving. Thank you, super hostification. You did it. Yeah, you did it. Thank you, So. I appreciate y'all so very much. Let me meet Maria. So, what's the song you like? I know Maria's in the bottle. She done got stuck in the bottle for some reason. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. And so that's the one asked, like he like the one with the facial expressions too. I am telling you, I'm not going. Not me, Skinny. You're the worst man I'll ever know. There's no way I could ever go. No way. Look at the fat woman with no teeth. No way. I'm going without you. We're going to court together. And I hope you stay free. I'm going. And you going with me. Ooh, with me. You're going with me. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. Ooh, skinny. You're going. You're gonna go with me. Let's go on. He had his little voodoo doll working against me, and I guess the little voodoo doll didn't work. So maybe what I told the witch doctor worked. So now we've been reduced to voodoo dolls. I think that's awful. But who am I? So this is what I did, sir. I told the witch doctor, I'm tired of you bullying me. I told the witch doctor, not me in 2003. I told the witch doctor, you need to leave me be. And the witch doctor told me, this is how you must be free. You go, ooh, ah, ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ah, ting, ting, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ting, tang, walla, walla, boom, bang. Toot, toot, wah, 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 ding, like a ling, ding. So, every time you pacemaker blast, I send it back to you 100-fold. I don't believe in that stuff, and neither should you. But do what you do, and just remember, ooh, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. Ooh, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. This song transfers over to the play that didn't play. Oh, you got some breaking news? Okay. He's in love with the chokehold, known as a buster and a wrangler. He's in love with the chokehold, goes by the name of Texas Strangler. He's in love with the chokehold. He got his hand around her neck. He's in love with the chokehold. He said you ain't seen nothing yet. He's in love with the chokehold. He doxed my name, my car, my house. He's in love with the chokehold. I'm feeling scared as a church mouse. He's in love with the chokehold, known as a buster and a wrangler. He's in love with the chokehold, known as the Texas Strangler. Sister T just slapped me, child. I didn't know that you was talking about. I'll send you the documents to your email so you can see. I'll send you the ones that come out of the PACER system, the ones that that was filed, not the ones that I put in there to file. I'll send you the ones once it was filed. $11 million, yes, ma'am. $11 million. Brown skin girl, your tender eyes makes me wanna hurl. It's your forehead against the world. Kwame will never trade you for another girl. Brown skin girl, your tender eyes makes me wanna hurl. It's your forehead against the world. Kwame will never trade you for another girl. Oh, and M-Soul, I made side piece over. I don't think you was in here when I played it before. Hey, lady, where your husband at? When he woke up, you were typing in that chat. He set up so he could think. Next thing he knew, you were hitting another lane. He left home to be with his side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. Side piece. He said, baby, this ain't right. I'm gonna leave you and go back home tonight. It was about 4 a.m. when he grabbed the handle. He walked in, you were on another panel. He left home to be with his side piece. Side piece. He left home to be with his side piece. See that old man over there in his chair? This old man is living in the bottle. He done quit his 9 to 5. He drink full time, and now he's living in the bottle. Well, see that old man over there in his chair? This old man got a problem, and it's a bad one. Now he done pawned off everything, his old woman wedding ring for the bottle. Well, and don't you think it's a crime when time after time people living in the bottle? These people living in the bottle, y'all. Oh, God. After I went to delete it and deleted the wrong one. I deleted my song. I think I deleted Shark Boy. I just had to put Shark Boy back in there. But Asatar, I just deleted it. Yeah, I just deleted it. Skinny! Skinny boy! No matter how the skinny gang flag, you can't stop my bag. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. I can't lose with the stuff I use. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. Do you feel beat? You don't want me to eat. What did I say? You're trying to stop my pay. What did I do to any of you? Skinny! Skinny boy! I'm going to ask you again. Just know you can't win. What did I say for you to stop my pay? Okay, I'm going to get ready to leave the Tiger's Den. I appreciate everybody for coming. Thank y'all for giving me 51 likes. I'm going to play the changed version of Jennifer. And I'm going to get ready to get off of here. And Sister T, I'll send you that information in a few minutes when I get to my email. I can't do all this multitasking like that. But I really enjoyed you all. Thank you, M Soul, and thank you, Maria, so very much for my super chats. I greatly appreciate you guys. We'll look forward to Sunday. And like I said, anybody can use the video if they want to talk about this. $11 million is what my judgment is for. I may post a judgment on my wall. But like I said, anybody can go and pay, sir. And it's docket number 58. They go and read everything else. So we'll see if Black Mundo will go and read this one tomorrow or tonight. Since he said it's a money grab, it's $11 million is what I have a judgment for, in all honesty. And I'm truly grateful. So I'm going to be doing everything I can to collect whatever I can collect. Yes, ma'am. It is some good news. Okay. Well, I'll send you this information as soon as my songs, when I put my songs on, because I'm going to be going out. I think TY is coming on in about 6 minutes. So thank everybody. Have a beautiful evening, and I'll see y'all in the chats. You know, sometimes in a relationship, be it male or female, we tend to not want to let go. No matter what's going on in our relationship, we just want to hold on. Sometimes we find ourselves singing this song. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying, and you're gonna love me. Ooh, 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 love me. You're gonna love me. And I am telling you, I'm not going, even though the rough times are showing. There's just no way, there's no way. We're part of the same place. We're part of the same time. We both share the same blood. We both have the same mind. And time we've had so much to share. No, 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 no. I'm not waking up tomorrow morning, and finding that there's nobody there. Darling, there's no way. No, 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 no way. I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. You see, there's just no way. There's no way. Tear down the mountains, yell, scream, and shout. Like you can say what you want to. I'm not walking out. Stop all the rivers, push, strike, and kill. I'm not going to leave you. There's no way I will. And I am telling you, I'm not going. You're the best man I'll ever know. There's no way I can ever go. No, 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 no way. No, 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 no way I'm living without you. I'm not living without you. Not living without you. I don't want to be free. I'm staying, and you're gonna love me. You're gonna love me. Yes, you are. Ooh, ooh, love me. Ooh, 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 love me. Love me. Love me. Love me. You're gonna love me. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Let the children's laughter remind us how we used to be. Everybody's searching for a hero. People need someone to look up to. I never found anyone to fulfill my needs. A lonely place to be. So I learned to depend on me. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, at least I live as I believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is happening to me. I found the greatest love of all inside of me. The greatest love of all is easy to achieve. Learning to love yourself is the greatest love of all. In remembrance of CJ. Drove the hearse Cadillac. A crowd of people gathered round, all dressed in black. And as they removed his body from the car, such pain she never knew has filled her heart. Why, oh why, I heard his mother cry. But oh Lord, it was the beginning of her end. Justice for CJ.